down 27-10, tie the game up, back and forth, go to overtime, win the game 40-34 with that pick six. And, I'll peel back the curtain a little bit. Whether I'm here in studio or whether I'm home, that 3 hours of watching the early games, it entails just kind of a mild background level of stress, because I know that between the hours of 4 and 5 Eastern, I'm going to be trying to get people on the phone, and it needs to be consequential. It needs to be relevant. And I'll sit there and think, I don't know who the hell I'm going to talk to today. Like, I don't know. Nobody's really standing out here. Need somebody to make a big play. Need something to happen. As soon as Rayshawn Jenkins did that, it was time to mobilize. I needed to talk to him, because when you watch that replay, if we can show it again, you see Jenkins begin to follow Ezekiel Elliott. See, he takes a step back. Elliott's going down the line, but Jenkins stops, and I wanted to know what caused him to stay put, to squat in that zone. And he told me, this is coaching, it's film review, it's understanding tendencies. In that, as he called it, gotta have it situation, 3rd and 4 for the Cowboys, they love the mesh concept, the underneath route to try to get the quick catch at the sticks. So he froze there in place. His primary goal was to tackle Noah Brown short of the first down, but the ball popped up, and he said, at that point, I had 2 objectives. 1, get to the end zone, and 2, not get caught by any of the fast Cowboys receivers who possibly would be chasing me. You can see him at the end looking back to in disbelief that there's no one that's in the process of dragging him down. His first pick six ever at any level of football comes at a time when the Jaguars needed it. They took down the Cowboys, their first win against an NFC team in 20 tries, and as we talked about earlier, they are on their way to the playoffs potentially. Playoffs? Yes, playoffs for the Jaguars.
Yeah, we can start talking about it. I mean, I felt like that was going to happen when they started the season 2-1, and then they started peeing down their leg against a bunch of teams. But now you really are seeing Trevor Lawrence take the progressions, right? The things that we want to see from a franchise quarterback. You're seeing it from Trevor Lawrence. He's making big time throws, and they're getting the timely defensive plays that they need. Right. You see how a defense is well coached in that situation where when it comes up, they are there to be able to make the play. We're going back to Trevor Lawrence. I mean, look at this one right here. I mean, my God, hitting the man in stride. Zay Jones has been huge for the Jacksonville Jaguars this season. And then this one later on in the fourth quarter where he hits them. I mean, these are tight window throws. Lawrence is on the run. He's firing this thing on a frozen rope. I mean, it's really impressive to see what Lawrence is doing and how he's taking those steps forward. I mean, he had, one of the worst rookie years that you could have as a number 1 overall pick, having to deal with Urban Meyer. You see the way Doug Pederson
I'm not familiar with that person. I've expunged that name from my memory bank.
Well, I mean, I'm from Ohio. I can't quite do it. But, it's like Pederson comes in, he has Lawrence unlearn what he's learned, and then you kind of put him back together again and start stacking those blocks, and you're really seeing the results. And I think, this is one of those deals where you see Doug Pederson and that offensive staff that they assembled around Trevor Lawrence really pushing him forward and propelling him. And it's really nice to see.
Has it ever occurred to you that you should count your lucky stars that Jimmy Haslam never decided he would hire Urban Meyer to be the Browns head coach? Kind of surprised that never occurred to Jimmy Haslam.
Like, they went 0-16. I mean, what are we doing here?
Still,
we're 1-31.
I still think last year.
I
think last year was worse for the Jaguars. The Urban Meyer experiment was worse, even though they did win some games. Probably. So it just because it was so different than anything we've seen. But they've recovered. And you mentioned early in the year they were 2-1. They went to Philadelphia. They were up 14-0, and I feel like something happened then and they couldn't get back on track. And Trevor Lawrence said last week it was the loss to the Broncos in London that woke him up. I guess it's like, man, if we're going to lose to this team when Russell Wilson's washed and I better look in the mirror here if I ever want to be what I'm supposed to be in the National Football League. Now, there's a stray. That's Russell Wilson catching a stray, but that's what Lawrence said. That's when they turned it around. And they had been win one, lose one, win one, lose one. And I'd said they're the kid that brings home straight A's once in a while. You got to bring home the clean report card more than 9 weeks, if they still do 9 weeks, to get me to believe you're a good student. And now they've got 2 in a row, and they got their chance. Short week. Can they, we talked about this earlier, can they process what happened yesterday? Can they reset from it? Can they get past the emotion and take on a Jets team that I firmly believe needs this one? Still got a few left in the bag. Needs this one more than the Jaguars do. And we'll see. I remember when the schedule came out and they showed week 16, Thursday night, Jaguars-Jets. That's one of those nights where you hope that something else comes up. Not this week. Not this week. It should be a good game for a variety of reasons. And we thought it was going to be a good game most of the year because of the Jets. Now it's going to be a good game because of the Jaguars.
Yeah, exactly. No, it should be really good, honestly, because these are two teams that are ascending kind of at the right time, right? I mean, and the Jets maybe not ascending as much as you would like, but they're still a good team, and they definitely need this game.
The Jaguars, though, look, I want to give them the credit they deserve. Jaguars fans out there, and there's one guy in particular who called it. And he wanted me to retweet. Oh, will you retweet it when the Jaguars beat the Cowboys? No, I won't. But I will mention that there were people out there. There are Jaguars fans that are passionate. Hopefully there will be more of them. The stadium was full yesterday, but I think it was Cowboys fans. But hopefully these Jaguars fans will realize the team is giving them something to feel good about, and they may get a very unexpected playoff appearance by the time it's all said and done. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.